All right, let's try this again. Please, let's try this again. And this is my third time. Third time is the charm. We will make this work, and everything is working. Everything's always working. In that regard, for anyone in the live, who is in the live now, please let me know if you can hear me. Please put a peace sign or a happy face or the money sign to show you can hear me. The two prior lives, there was an instance where I was not heard. So please let me know if you can hear me. Place a peace sign, place a bag of money, place a smile emoji so that I'm aware that you can hear me. Again, before I start to go into my little talk, let me know that I can be heard. Place a peace sign, the money bags, or the smiley face of your choice to let me know that I can be heard, because this is my third attempt and I would love to know if I can be heard. And I'm seeing I have roses, so I may be able to be heard at this moment. Is that the case? Can you clearly hear me? Other than my beautiful smile, can I be heard while I am speaking? I am just waiting for any response in the chat. A piece. Excellent. Thank you, Trey Day. Okay. Third time is the charm. And this is why I entitled this Choose Positivity. Because even in this realm, I could have said, you know what, to heck with this. You know what, nothing works. It's all working. It's all working. And this is the clear example to choose. You get to choose how you respond to everything in your life. Even with something with live. This is the third time that I'm doing it. I had to restart my phone. And I'm still here with a smile. And I'm still here saying, yeah, choose to be positive. I have been sharing on my lives. I'm going through transitions. I'm growing as a speaker. I'm growing as a human. I'm growing at this moment in life. And I am choosing to say, it's all working out. I'm choosing to stand in the firm commitment that everything is always working in my favor. I may not know. It may not even be for me to know. But I'm still going to smile. I am still going to choose and say, you know what? Today's great. There's something for me to learn through this. There's something that is aiding me with this. And I get the choice to say that, opposed to saying, it never works for me. And I say that because life happens. Life happens. We get to choose how we respond to life when it happens. We get to choose how we respond to people when they don't fulfill our expectations of how we want to be treated. We get to choose how we respond when everything falls apart. When the money's not coming in. When the bills aren't paid. When the roof over your head may not be over your head for long. How do you choose to show up? Do you choose to stress about it? Do you choose to lose sleep over it? Do you choose to say, this is always what's coming to me? Or do you choose to say, I'm hopeful. I am present. I'm still smiling. I still have my health. I still have an outlook on life that's positive. I still feel good no matter what. Because we have that choice. Now, that may not be the easiest choice. But what other choice is there? When life is lifing, When you're building something, if you're building a business, if you're building a relationship, if you're building something and the blocks just aren't coming together, how do you choose to respond to that? And that's why we'll speak about during this time on live. I am encouraging you to show up in a positive sense. I am encouraging you to show up like it's all coming together perfectly. I am encouraging you to show up and say there's something for me to learn from this. And I'm sharing this because this is what I am currently enduring. And not even enduring, learning. I'm learning in real time. And I often have shared with this during my time of journaling. Instead of saying, how much worse can things get? How bad can they get? I immediately say, how much better are things? How lucky am I? How blessed am I? How much more can things work out for me? How are things coming together for me? Why am I so lucky? Why do I feel so good and encouraged in this moment? Why do I know that everything, and I mean everything, is always working in my favor? That is a superpower. Because I will share with you, words are powerful. So the moment you say, how bad can things get? You're calling it in. How much worse are things? You're calling it in. How can things fall apart even more in this day? This is terrible. You are calling it in. And more so, you're telling that to yourself. I refuse to do that. If I choose to choose positivity, it may sound nuts. It may sound crazy, but I'm going in smiling. I'm going in feeling good. I'm going in knowing this is just what I have to endure to see the blessing on the other side. Because there is a blessing in everything. There is a blessing in everything. Oftentimes we have our mask on about how it has to appear. You don't know what is coming to you. You don't know the miracles that are being worked behind the scenes. We don't know that. And even my expression of tears is because that is my belief. I may not see it now, but it's working. It's on its way. It may be 10 minutes away. How differently would you operate if you were outside of yourself, if you were above yourself in the clouds and you were seeing your actual timeline and you were saying, Cap Mama, man, you are 1 day, 1 hour from your blessing, from your miracle, from what you've been hoping about. And I appreciate you, Patrick. However, an expression of tears is an expression that must be had. So I love that this is being shown. When I speak, everything is in my words. What's up, Nick NY? So this is this expression. This is how powerful these words are. Somebody may need to hear this. And that someone for me is me today. Because through everything, I know it's working out. I know it's working out. I know it is working out, and I will continue to say that. For me to say the opposite is for me to set up my defeat. And I woke up yesterday, and today is the summer solstice, so last night was the shortest night in the year. And I woke up yesterday and I said, I am conquering. I am more than a conqueror. I will not stand and be defeated with anything. That's how powerful my mind is. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. Because it starts with us. And I always say, it comes back to us. I don't care what seems to be falling apart. Maybe it's falling apart to come together. Maybe it's falling apart to show you what you're trying to hold on to is so much smaller than what is for you. Maybe there's something bigger for you. But things have to be wiped away for you to receive it. It's just like when you are in school or learning something new. For me, learning a new language, there is a very difficult wall, and it feels like you just can't attain the words and the understanding. And it feels insurmountable. And then all of a sudden, the words just flow. And I started to understand the words. But that's because I kept going. So through all of this and staying positive, keep going. Keep going. Why stop now? Why stop when things are difficult? In fact, you can use the difficulty as the challenge. This is a challenge for me to learn from. There's something for me to learn in this. There's something for me to grow through this. Yes, well, thank you for showing up, Sherry. I'm glad that you're here, and I always honor the support that you show by arriving. And please continue to like and share. How can you stay positive when everything's falling apart? And I shared yesterday, sometimes we don't want to ask for help. I'm learning that. I just learned that. Sometimes you just got to block out what's not for you. Sometimes you just have to block that out and say, that's not relevant. Even messages in the chat, you can post anything. The people that are here for the positive words, the people are here for the energy. I don't care about the trolls. Somebody came here to be encouraged. If I stand in the space where I see a troll or something come to me that isn't on my wavelength, that don't have nothing to do with me. I can so easily push that to the side. And as I spoke yesterday, when we go through character building moments, because I say there are no bad days. There's only character building moments. And I spoke about the ability to ask for help and how often we don't feel strong to ask for help. We ask for help not because we are weak. We ask for help to remain strong. It's not a weakness to ask. And knowing we have resources. I reached out to a friend. They said, Hope, you can call me for anything. I know with myself, I often feel I can carry it all. And I can carry a lot. But we are not made to carry everything. In fact, that's why we have support. Whether it's support through a person, whether it's support through someone you go on TikTok and listen to, whether it's support in a group or a practice or even a walk. A walk can be a sense of support. That is there to allow us to remain in our strongest area. Utilize that. And as I was speaking to my mother, she shared with me that be open to receiving. And be open to receiving in a way that you don't even know was going to come from. So you may be praying for something, wishing for something, maybe it's amount of money, and only thinking it can come from one source. You never know where your manifestations, your blessings, your luck will come from. Because when it's for you, it will come. Oftentimes you won't even see it. And that's the blessing. To see, whoa, this whole time, there's always been support. I just am learning this. Now I know, ask for support when you need it, not when you think everything's falling apart. People are here to help. And sometimes it's in unseen forces. However, we ask for help not because we are weak. We ask for help to remain strong. So we ask. Now we're open to receiving. And sometimes what we receive is even bigger than what we want. And I'm sharing all of this, even with this expression of tears, because I'm seeing this minute by minute. As I'm growing, I come on here and I speak every day. I'm also an entrepreneur. My business is growing, and it's all a journey. It's always coming into fruition. Thank you, Huey. And even the support of a message that someone just cares is the support. Before I got on this live, I had to restart it 3 times. For some reason, the sound wasn't working. I said, okay. Now, in that moment, I could have chosen to say, nothing is working. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I refuse to sit here and tell you something that I'm not currently practicing. When I say, choose to be happy, choose to be positive, choose to know that it's working out. It is. It is. It always is. Right before this live. Thank you, Yimiya. I had a kind message from a friend of mine who is in the chat that showed me it's all working out. It's not for me to judge. I'm choosing to be the conqueror. I'm not failing. I am taking this step by step with a smile. Listen, this is such a powerful place of saying, you know, there's something in this for me. There's something bigger for me. And I have to know that. You're welcome. Because as I'm saying this, I'm saying it to myself. I shared earlier this week, I had to straighten something out. And I went into mediation. And yes, I am the conqueror. That's me. Because I said it, I am. So I went into this mediation and I saw the person and I said, hi, how are you? And I was smiling. They just looked at me. I said, you know, I'm always positive. I understand this is business, but I still love you as a person and I'm still going to smile and I'm going to show up how you always see me. I'm not going to come in here saying, why'd you do this? No, man, this is a part of the story. I'm already writing my book in real life. This is a part of that chapter. I'm growing from this. Things do come. And I know I'm bigger than that. Because then I could say, look at this. I handled this with ease, walked out with a smile, and I'm still feeling good. What else? That's how you have to take it. Because the other option, when you choose to say, man, nothing's working. Man, I'm not ready for this. Man, this always happens to me. Man, this always happens to my family. Man, I just can't take it anymore. You are weakening yourself with your own words. With your own words. So I entitled this Choose Positivity because it may seem crazy, but it works. It works. It works. And as I was speaking to my mother, she was sharing with me, she said, you're on the brink of big things. Understand, when there's huge transitions, that means there's other blessings that are coming in. It's almost like a test. How badly do you want these things? How badly are you willing to fight for your dream? How badly are you willing to say, I feel good in this day? Because you have the choice. It does not matter what's going on the outside. How are you choosing to show up? I'm choosing to show up with a smile, even if there's tears. I'm choosing to show up and encourage myself and others. I'm choosing to show up and saying, this is still for me. I can't give up. What am I supposed to do? Just give up? No, there is no such thing. You are here for something more. Exactly. And feel that. Feel that. Feel that whatever you need to feel and process it. Because our feelings aren't here to stay. They pass. I am really in this season where I'm learning, whoa, these words are powerful. What I'm saying, and I send all healing elements to you, Yemaya. I understand. You see the expression of tears. I'm in a character building moment. That's what I name it. There are no bad days. It's character building. What am I learning from this? How am I growing through this? What is the lesson for me to take through this? How can I share this lesson that can help build someone else? How can I still show up in a sense of peace, harmony, positivity, and love within myself? How do I do that? How do I do that? Because that is the challenge. And I will share with you, the moment you sink into this is terrible, it's always terrible, it's just going to pull you into it. I choose to show up as the conqueror. I choose to show up as, maybe this is being taken away to bring in really what's for me. Maybe I have to grow through this to know how strong I am, how resilient I am, how truly magnetic I am. Because resilience is a superpower. Resilience builds. You can put me anywhere. You can do it. Listen, I just keep going. I'll just build again. I've done it before. I'll do it again. That's correct. Growing in that discomfort. Even as I'm speaking, I'm feeling this energy. I'm feeling this building within me because I'm still showing up. I'm still showing up every day. Exactly. And I journal. I am wisdom. I am loving myself. I'm believing in myself. I'm trusting myself. I am forgiving myself. I am listening to myself. Because what is the opposite? For me to say I don't love myself? For me to say I don't trust myself? How does that build me? You don't know what you don't know. Once you go through it, you know something. And then you can say, listen, I've had that happen. It's all right. You'll just keep going. Here's how you can maybe be in a space of strength. Because the true cadence in life is sharing. There's a melody with sharing our honesty, sharing our truth. With this expression of tears and this energy you're feeling, I'm sharing my truth. Exactly. You can't give up. There's always redirection, but giving up, that's impossible. That's impossible. And what I've learned is we always have more support than we know. We have support in ourselves that we're unaware of, but outside of ourselves. And to really accept the fact that when it seems like it's just falling apart, there's something huge. There's something huge on its way. For real. Really. And to stay encouraged and to stay positive and to still show up without the possessions that we gather in life is the superpower. That is the superpower. The superpower is knowing, put me anywhere, I will succeed. The superpower is knowing I can still show up. The superpower is knowing, thank you, life, and I will continue. The superpower is knowing I can trust myself to rebuild. The superpower is knowing I'm not going to take what I feel or what I see on my surroundings out on anyone who comes to me. How often have we met people that take out what's going on around them on others? That's just that's almost like a spreading of negativity. And that comes back around. I refuse to do that. Am I growing? Yes. Is there transition? Yes. May there be discomfort? Yes, that's a part of it. May there be tears and sorrow? Yes, there's a part of it. May I feel confused? That's a part of it. And I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to feel encouraged. And wow, I know there's something huge for me. Yes. I will always show the best of myself. And in reality, the best of myself is my most authentic honesty, which is this. When I speak, it is only my most authentic self. I choose to show up as that. I choose to show up as that. This energy you feel, the vigor in my words, the robustness, the vivacious nature that you see is because it's confidence, and it's truly a part of me. That's what I seek to share with you. It doesn't matter what's going on inside of you. What's going on inside of you? I am absolutely correct. I am not going to turn this live off because of the expression of tears. Somebody needs to see this. And that somebody is me. Someone needs to feel this emotion. Someone needs to know, listen, if she's talking about this, what can I get through? Because you can get through it. We are all going through something. I heard a quote from Les Brown that said, you're either leaving a problem, going into a problem, or getting ready for a problem. Now, I would like to say you're either leaving a transition, in a transition, or getting ready to enter a transition. Doesn't matter. I can still choose to show up. I can still choose to show up with a smile. I can still choose to show up and say, I'm doing great. Doesn't matter what's happening. You don't need to know. I feel good in this moment. That's what's happening right now, King. And I love it. The beauty in that. And I had just said, I just came back for a run. I usually have my earrings and I'm all done up. And I said, the beauty of this is what I become after. The beauty of what's transpiring. Whew. Y'all need to be afraid of me. Because it's happening. And I feel it. I feel a new sense of strength arising within me. I feel a new sense of vitality that has been birthed. I feel a new sense of blessings that are now speeding to me. I feel a new sense of authenticity. Listen, not even a year ago, I was in a space of, I wouldn't even show up to talk on live. Now I've been doing this and I'm allowing people to see the journey. I'm allowing all 141 people to see the tears. I'm allowing the authenticity to be a part of my message. To me, that is the win. Because change happens incrementally. You don't see it. It's happening moment by moment, bit by bit, day by day, week by week, month by month. It's slowly happening, and it's happening. It's happening. It is happening. My authenticity is strengthened in the fact that even here on TikTok, and thank you for sharing and liking the live, I told my mom, all I'm doing is speaking. I'm not doing a TikTok dance, although I would. And I'm gaining my followers and people who say, Hope, you really increased my positivity today. Hope, you don't know how your words affected me today. Hope, I needed to hear that message. I was drawn to you. That means everything to me. Exactly. Because I'm on this journey to become this speaker. And I am strengthened in every moment. Thank you, Mr. TNT Gill. Thank you. And I am. Even through the tears. And I am. Thank you. I always do. Listen, I look great every time, okay? I'm showing you that it's possible. It's possible. I don't know what you may want or that you are praying for or calling in or manifesting or want to do or feel. I'm here to tell you it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. all things are possible. Yeah. I feel a sense of unbreakable joy. No matter what's going on, it's possible. And I know, listen, I've shared with you, and I always start with, I was the smartest kid in the class, but I was always talking. So even in high school, I graduated in night school because I was always talking. In all these AP courses and everything, I was talking. But I knew, I have it. I can build anything. It's not an institution that gives me the go to build a dream. It's not in the college or the certificate that gives me the goal to build a dream. It's not in a person's stamp of approval that gives me the go to build something. It's always within me. It's always within me. When I said, I want to travel and help people, I would always just say, what's up? I want to travel and help people. That came in the form of being a flight attendant. And there's a difference between going to France once and being there thousands of times and dreaming of living there and living there. I've done it. I've built these things from just images in my mind. It's possible. I'm doing it again. So the difficulties that come, I know it's not a difficulty. It's just what is a part of the story of the dream. That's it. That's it. Travel light and keep going. I always say, I travel light. I don't need too much. I have myself. I have everything that I need within me. Any of these worldly possessions, I can gather them again. And I will keep going. I've built it. And I'm here to tell you it is possible. Even me moving to Hawaii, it was just a thought. Like, I've lived in all of these major cities that I've loved. New York, Paris, London, DC. No college degree, just the will. I know my will is great. I don't care what anyone else says. I'll make it happen. In fact, the point is to hear what people say and not allow that to permeate your dream or your goal or your wish or your manifestation or whatever you call it. Because if it's for you, it's for you. Go out and do it. I've lived a very full life. I have these stories because I said, listen, my father would always say, and I'm talking about my actual father, we're here to live life and live it more abundantly. If that is the case, I'm living. I am living fully. The security of a job means nothing to what is in me. I will leave it and I will build. A lot of people won't understand that. But I will tell you, you can build whatever you see in your mind. You can build it. I don't care about a degree. I don't care about connections. I don't care about the funds that you do or don't have. I don't even care about the language. You don't have to speak English or what language that you feel that you need to. If you see it, you can build it. It's for you. I've done it too many times. I've seen it too many times. And it has to be shared, especially to anyone who resonates with me, who looks like me, who has hair texture like me, who has skin like me. You're possible of all things. Don't ever let any entity, society, person, institution tell you how limited you can be in your life. It's not true. Listen, when people see me, they don't even know what to think. Especially if they hear me speaking another language. They're like, what are you? Wait, you live in Hawaii, but you were in Paris before and you got electric car. Like, how do you... I like to confuse people. Just know I am growing even more. There's some young person that needs to see me for them to say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I saw this girl. She shaved her head. Every time I see her, that's what's up, Huey. That's what's up. That's why we break bread. Every time I see her, her hair's a different color. Every time I see her, she's smiling. Every time I see her, she look good. Her skin is glowing. She's always offering me something, some information, a glass of water, a cup of tea, a place to stay, a safe space. There's something about that. And I always say I'm living in the blessings of my parents. I'm living in the blessings and the prayers of my ancestors. I'm living in the blessings and the prayers of my grandparents and everyone that came before me. And if you knew who walked with you at every moment in your life, you would never doubt yourself. You would never doubt yourself. Because they're here saying, go, look at us. They're living through you. Look at us. Look at what we're doing now. Look what she's doing now. Look what we fought for. She's doing it. They didn't fight for you to stay small. They fought for you to live your life however you want it to be. That's what people fought for. Don't get it twisted. People fought for you to just live. They didn't fight for you to live and go to church and live and stay small and live and only do this and live and only live in this way. They lived so you could just live however you want. Be in any space and aspire to be whatever you want to be. There we go. This is the Juneteenth speech then. The ancestors, the people that fought, the people that lost their lives, and let me add this. These people during their time, they enjoyed their life. Do not live in the fact that they were hating every moment of their life. Even in their bondage or what space they were in that time, they found happiness and joy. So why can't you? If someone is in bondage, if someone doesn't even have control of their time, of their efforts, of their money, of their resources, and they still found time to have joy, why can't you? With all of your freedoms, why can't you? Why can't you? That is true power. Because again, you can be positive when the bank account is flowing and the job is here and the relationship is working out and the rent is paid. I need to see that when that's not there. I need to see that. That's when I can believe you. If not, you fugazi, you fake. Get out of here. And I'm as real as they come. You got to stay in that joyful, positive element in every moment. Because everyone that came before you is with you, and they want you to. They want you to be even more than you see yourself in this moment. They want you to be even more than you see yourself. Do you hear me? I want you to expand your vision of yourself, because that's all it is vision. But once you see it, that means it's for you. There are people, and there's a quote that says the vision, the ability to dream has been beaten out of people through the course of life. Life has just worn them down. They don't even allow themselves to dream. That means you don't even allow yourself to know what's for you. And I'm reminded of speaking to a neighbor. And I went to the neighbor and I said, where would you, if If you could create your dream life in 10 years, what would it be? She said, I don't know. I said, well, it's up to you. It's just words. You can say anything. You can say flying on a unicorn. She said, I mean, maybe a house, maybe a good relationship, but not that good because I don't want to jinx it. I said, whoa. I can't be around you. I didn't say that out loud. I thought that. But if I ask you just to dream about 10 years, just make it up. That's all it is. And you even limit that, I can't be around you. That's poison for me. I'm a dreamer. All these are our words. You could say I'll have 15 Ferraris and 80 homes around the world and a loving family and abundance of money and health. You can just say that. But if you can't, you've already restricted that. Well, thank you, 1%. Because I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I've seen what I can build. I've seen what my father built. I've seen what my parents built. I've seen how they built things. And maybe it didn't come together for them, but maybe what they were building will come together through me. You never know how things come together. I'm not going to limit myself because night school. I'm not going to limit myself because I left college. I'm not going to limit myself because a relationship didn't work out. I'm not Listen, if I'm here to live life and live it more abundantly, whenever you see me, I will have a smile. I will probably have a funny story to tell you. I'll definitely always be eating good food. That's a part of it. Stop eating that nasty food. Eat some good food. Drink a cup of tea. Hydrate yourself. Smile. Whiten your teeth. Do something in this day that makes you feel good because that's what's for you. I woke up today and even last night I said, I surrender everything that's going on. I surrender the outcome to something unforeseen. I am no longer holding on to this control of how it comes together. That's not up to me. And I'm not going to let this take away from my rest because I need my rest. I said, I'm going to sleep. And I went to sleep and I woke up and I said, you know what? Today is a great day. I know all things are working out. It's not for me to know, but let me just journal. And even with the things that are going on in life, I start journaling. I love my life. I love where I am in life. I love the blessings I'm receiving. I love my health. I love my home. I love my voice. I love my gift. I love that everything is working out. I will show you my journal. That's immediately what I wrote. A whole page, 8 by 10, of everything that is here. Now, I may not see it, but I got to speak this into me. I got to program me. For me to say everything's falling apart, I'm going to lose my house. So? You know how many people have lost homes and cars and rebuilt? From Paul Mitchell, who owns Patron and Paul Mitchell hair care line. There's so many abundantly successful people in all avenues who have that story. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that that's how it is for the rest of your life. That's a small blip in your radar. Continue. Continue. Stay positive. No, this is working out. If it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. If it hasn't worked out, then it's not the end. And when I say never give up and keep going, I mean it. You can say it, but what does it mean when you're in it? Keep going. What does it mean when you have judgments and you're looking at your bank account like it's here? It may not be here physically, but it's here. Keep going. That is the test. And I will say I'm a true symbol of that in this moment. Because whatever is transpiring is just here to build me. And I stand firm in that. I stand firm, yes. The best is yet to come. And furthermore, the best is here. I'm in a place that it's already here. I'm not even hoping for it. It's here. It may be 5 minutes away. I may actually see it by the end of the day. It's here. It's just lining up. Everything in life is just, okay, now. That's it. And when I see it in that way, I'm always encouraged. So continue to watch this space. Continue to truly be a hopeful. Continue to be encouraged. Continue to block out that negativity. If someone says something stupid or ridiculous, that's all it is. It's stupidity and ridiculousness. Send them some good energy and go on with your day. Don't even feed into it. Well, I would never do that. Of course, because that's you. But what does that have to do with me? Well, that doesn't happen to me. Sure, but it happens to me. Well, I wouldn't ever dream that big. I know. That's why you're telling me that. But that has nothing to do with me. What does your limited vision of yourself have to do with me? That ain't got nothing to do with me. You look bad, you dress bad, you eating bad food. I say that all the time. I can't be, listen, the moment I see you eating some nasty food is the moment that I know this ain't even for me. What? No. No. And the power in no, that's not for me. The power in no, that's, maybe that was, but now I'm in a new space. Thank you, Nicole. The power in, I love how I've grown. I love that I can look back and say that was my space, and now look at me. Because it's only for you to know. You're the only one keeping score of your life card score. This ain't in comparison to anybody else but you. It's only you. You don't need to look at what everybody else is doing. So what? You don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. If someone is ahead of you, you don't know what they have going on. You only see what you see. And furthermore, even when in concert with someone, you only know what they tell you. And oftentimes that's filtered and edited. A lot of these mofos be saying a bunch of stuff that ain't even happening, okay? I know. I don't see you there. I had told someone, here's me on my soapbox. Y'all say y'all real. and you're the cool ones. I ain't never seen you in any of the spaces that I've been in. So there's a discrepancy there. Yeah. That may be a part of the arrogance that can be hope. But I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you there. I haven't seen you encouraging people. I've seen you talking about people. But I haven't seen you offer them some wisdom or some words or a space to express. To me, that's not cool. What's cool is being that space where someone can express without judgment. There we are. I'm standing in my confidence. What's cool is maintaining your word. That's cool. What's cool is saying, you know what, I know I gave you my word, but I'm sorry. Things just didn't pan out for me. That's cool. What's cool is showing your intelligence, showing your smarts, showing your intellect. What's cool is trusting yourself. What's cool is trusting when to step away from people, from spaces, from timelines. What's cool is being healthy. What's cool is the confidence that continues to show up in you. That's cool. That's cool. What's cool is stretching your perception of yourself. Just because you are somewhere now does not mean that you need to continue in that space. That's what's cool. So in all things, believe in yourself. Yes, from things that no longer serve you. That's what's cool. That's what's cool. What's really cool is the ability to truly love yourself and others, no matter how they show up. And what's really cool is just allowing people to show up as they are. Not how you want them to be. Not how you expect them to be. Just allow people to show up. Tap into what's for you. And then tap out what's not for you. Period. What's cool is knowing that you can always rebuild. And I'm reminding myself of that because I said, whoa, wait a minute. I had to rebuild when I left Paris. Okay. I did it. Sure. I had to rebuild when I was kicked out of the UK. All I had was a suitcase. Okay. Yeah, I felt a little down and shameful for like a week. But then I said, okay, well, what's next? I'm here now in New York. Let me just start life here. And through all of these things, I see the resilience in me. It's a part of the story. It's a part of the story. So we can always rebuild. And I'm telling you this because I'm rebuilding. I'm changing altitudes. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, Pow Fitness. I'm striving to continue to grow within myself. And this is, I think, a life-changing year. And I'm at the point where it no longer is something that I fear. Because power, especially with our voice, thank you. I am practicing hope. I had this thought and then I'm going to close this. The ability to speak is one thing. The ability to speak well, thank you, I am Frey. That is a superpower that must be held with delicate hands. Because people will listen to anything. However, if you have a voice that people really listen to, you have to be gifted and know what to say. Because that can be used to demolish. Exactly. And today is increasingly getting better. I take my voice and my gift with a sense of pride. There's certain things you'll never hear me say. Because this is truly a gift. I know I attract attention. I know people will listen. And because of that, I am intuitive. And I am always carefully choosing what I say. Always. Thank you for the gifts. I'm always choosing what I say. That's a superpower. That can build or that can tear down. And I'm never seeking to tear down anyone. Ever. Including myself. Whatever I speak, I'm speaking it into myself. What's up, Counselor Cat Mom? I am here. I am growing. I am transitioning. And through it all, I am positive. I am hope. There's a reason why my parents named me this. And faith and charity. And I've been surrounded by this my entire life. I actually don't really know how to operate outside of this positivity, no matter what goes on. And I know everything that I put out is on its way. Continue to put out good. Share good news with people. Share good words. Share a cup of tea with someone. Give people stuff. Give your gifts. Because you never know how that'll change someone. You never know how it'll change you in the future. And also the future, the definition of future is the immediate time a word is spoken or written. The future is now. It's not something that you can't see. It's now. Thank you, Yemaya. That is what I seek to do, just to be an inspiration and a change. Yeah, you bought a bike. Woo! I'm so proud of you. I love my bike. I do. I had given a bike to a friend. And thank you, Counselor Cat Mom. Thank you. Everything's always fine, RW. Listen, it doesn't matter if it's fine. It's always growing. I am good, I am positive, and I will continue to show up. My life is on a constant trajectory up. I'm showing up. I'm showing up. There's deals being made. So no matter what's happening, my goal is always to amplify this voice of hope. And things are happening. So as things transition, it's what happens. And I'm still showing up positively. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, RW. So when you choose to be positive, see how everything changes. And it's not for you to convince others. It's for you to convince yourself. Let other people show up. It's a full-time job changing yourself. It is not your task to aid in the change of others. Now, if they're influenced by you, that's one thing. But to constantly work on changing someone, that only work is done within ourselves. So within that, this is my message for the day. You know I come on twice. And I feel inspired because I'm living the dream. Yes, Ashe. The dream that was implanted maybe when I was born, and I decided to say yes. And to inspire individuals, and to make individuals laugh, and to even look inside myself and say, Hope, because you did it, other people will be inspired to do something themselves. That's what I seek. So I'm encouraged. And I will continue to show up with a smile. And I love you all, and I love your support, and continue to watch. Because as I said, there's big things. You're welcome. There's big things within the next 90 to 120 days, 3-4 months that you will see. Platforms and stages that I have been confirmed to speak on. And it is a part of it. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud of how I'm handling changes. And I'm proud that I'm still showing up, because that's what matters. So continue to show up. Continue to show up positively. Be proud of yourself. Speak highly to yourself. Know that it is working out. Know that change is beautiful. And know that change is possibly there to bring in what's really for you. And I'll be here to continue to speak life into you. Yes, Nick and why I'm encouraged and happy for you to see it as well. So with that, that is my first live of the day. I will be back on later. As you see, I'm coming on earlier, and I'm encouraged, and I just love everyone that comes on consistently, and thank you. Be the reflection of love, because you are an infinite source of love. Show up. Continue to show up. You're welcome. And when you show up, make it look good. You know, smile. Have a cup of water, a glass of tea, something. Show up, make it look good. And know that you are worthy of anything that you seek. You're worthy of it. It's for you. And be encouraged. The day is growing into a beautiful space. It's the summer solstice, and it's only getting better. So I love you. I love that you love me, and I will continue. Thank you. Thank you to all my hopefuls, and I will see you later today. Choose to be positive. Remember, choose to be positive. Thank you, Huey. I love you too, brother. You know I do. We will be having a cup of tea and breaking bread again soon. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will enjoy the day, and I know you will too. Ciao.